Hey guys! So today I have another little review for you. Today is going to be a review of the Ejiubas. I really honestly don't know how to say the company name. I really apologize. I'm going to say Ejiubas because I think I've heard other people use that pronunciation. They were kind enough to send me their nail art mat and 2 stamping plates to try out for you guys. They did send these to me for free. However, I mean, there was no money exchanged or anything like that. However, you guys hopefully know by now that I am always sometimes painfully honest. So I'm going to review these for you, let you know what I think, and yeah, let's get started. So first thing I should note is that the mat came packaged in this really nice zippered carrying case thing, which has their company name obviously and their website on there. I will have all of their information linked in the down bar. And then they sent 2 stamping plates and something I did not know was a thing even, but these are double-sided stamping plates, but we'll get to that later. I'm gonna start with the nail art mat. This is a little bit hard for me to review just because I have never had a nail art mat before. This is my very first one. It is made out of silicone, and so it's flexible and it's non-porous or anything. The downside, if you have cats, cat hair will get stuck all over it, but that's kind of, I mean, that's not the company's problem. That's not their fault. And also if you see like dark spots, it's just because it's sticking to my desk underneath. So pay no mind if there's like dark spots in the mat. Now it's a little overwhelming for me personally. Like I said, I've never had one of these before. So it comes with, what do you call these little square thingies? They have them in black and then sort of clear. I mean, as you can see, the mat is kind of like, it's somewhat, you know, you can see through it, but it kind of is like a bit of a cloudy effect. So it's not completely clear, but, oh, excuse my phone, but you can kind of get the idea. And then also has these sections up here. Black, for me personally, is going to be really helpful just to see if like a certain stamping polish is going to cover over black nail polish. That's always very helpful for me to know. And then on this side, you could like maybe put like a piece of colored paper underneath here, or just, you know, use the little areas for however your creativity. You can do a lot of things with this just depending on how creative you are with it. I chose to use these little squares, the black ones that is, to make a decal, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. They have like measuring lines in them so that if you do make, for instance, a decal, you could cut and measure exactly which size you need for your nail. It's got like a little 4-inch ruler over here. And also, honestly, my favorite thing about this mat is just that I can, like, you know, drops of polish on here. I can make a total mess on this, and it's just going to be super easy to clean up. The nail polish just peels right off. So you don't even have to use, like, nail polish remover or anything. It just comes right off. So that's probably my favorite feature. And then, of course, my other favorite feature is the black areas, whether it's this up here or these little decal squares. I don't really know what to call these. And these also, I don't know if you can really tell on camera, but these also have like the dotted lines for measurements. So yeah, hopefully that's helpful. And I did make a decal here, and I'm just gonna, I'll talk about how I made it. I used, let's see, what plate is this? I used one of their plates. Sorry about the glare. This is, so it looks like this is the EC Basket Plus at Fran Mendez G. So this is probably, I actually don't know much about, like, if this was like a blogger done collection or whatever, but it kind of looks like they collabed with a blogger or something and an Instagrammer or something to make these plates. I apologize, I don't I don't know the actual answer to that. Anyhow, I used this little image right here, which is a really interesting like geometric pattern, and I stamped that using my favorite stamping white, just this Wet n Wild Shine. And I filled in, let me see if I'll zoom in for you guys. So as you can see, I like filled in the areas there. Sorry, there's cat hair everywhere. I filled in a few areas on here, but you can use, obviously, I'm just gonna use my finger, but you can, it'd probably be safer to use tweezers or something. But you can just really carefully peel this off, and then you have yourself a really snazzy looking decal. Can you tell? Let me put that back over the black so you can kind of see the design that I made. Now, isn't that awesome? Like, oh my God, I'm really excited about that. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, I did put Sage Vite over the top of the little decal that I made so that I was able to peel it off. And how you use decals, if you don't know, just put a layer of your wet nail polish or another layer of top coat or whatever on your nails, and you place that on there, trim off the edges, and then just place that on your nail. So if that makes any sense. I'm sorry if I'm talking really fast, I'm really excited. But yeah, the ability to make decals easily and to be able to make a bunch of them is probably another one of my favorite features, because the other way that I would make decals is just by using all my different stamper heads, and I could only make one decal per stamper head, which as you can imagine is kind of chaotic when you're trying to do all 10 nails. So yeah, in terms of the nail art mat, I'm very pleased. I really, really enjoy the ability to just kind of make a big mess. A few things that I wish that it did have that I've kind of seen, again, this is my first nail art mat, so I don't know from personal experience, but I kind of wish that maybe it had like an area, like some stamping or some nail art mats have like a little like weld area, like with an edge around it, so you can use that to like mix colors and stuff without it like going everywhere. And then also, instead of this clear section, I wish that there was a white, like a plain white section, like one black and one white, and that would be probably the only complaints I have about this mat. Yeah, other than that, I really do enjoy all the different possibilities you could create with this. So very pleased with this. So now in terms of the stamping plates, they came in this little case or envelope thing right here. And the plates look like this. They're like the big rectangular kind. And I thought that the most amazing thing, in my opinion, of these stamping plates is that they are double-sided. Now, I have not seen any other company do this. There may be other ones out there. I don't know. This is the only company I know of that does double-sided plates like that. But what a like ingenious idea, because like how much wasted space do you have on on the back of a stamping plate? And then the downside maybe, depending, everybody's different, of course. It's not a huge issue for me, but because there isn't a cardboard backing, the edge is ever so slightly more sharp, but as you can see, it's not really that sharp. It's going to be pretty difficult for you to actually cut yourself on this. So I'm not displeased at all with the slightly more sharp edge. I just friggin' love that it's two-sided. That's just such a cool idea to me. And then, of course, they come with the blue cover. I already took it off of this one, and I'll just kind of show you how it comes off. I also did 2 different nail art looks using this plate here. And I'll actually just insert these images now. This little image right here, sorry about the glare again, but I use this kind of like, I don't know, kind of remind me of like 80s zigzag kind of thing. I use that to create this design, which I absolutely love. It totally reminds me of the 80s, and I use the China Glaze Light Braids collection, which they all have like 80s names in them, so that was a lot of fun. One thing I found with this though, when I used this particular image, is that it's almost too deep, if that makes any sense. It's not a negative thing at all, but I tried first using my Conad stamper, this is a hard stamper. So when I tried using a hard stamper on this image, it kind of smeared because the image is so deep that there was a lot of polish in there. So I mean, that's a good thing most of the time. At least for me, I like seeing something like that, because that means that it's going to be a very like opaque image when you actually get it onto your nail. So when I used this, it kind of eradicated that problem because this is a squishy or sticky stamper. So if that helps anybody, if some of these images seem a little deep, then maybe switching to a softer stamper head might work better for you. So, oh, and then the other design that I did, I used, where is it? Right here. This side is kind of, I don't know, kind of like those like collage or buffet plate sets. Like kind of just a big Mod Podge, whereas these are like individual images. And that's the same on both plates. They have like individual images on one side and then like buffet style on the other, which is also cool because sometimes like the buffet style kind of intimidates me because I don't know what to do with it, but then at other times I can get really creative with it. So anyways, I feel like I'm blabbing a lot. I apologize, but I use this little kind of sunbursty kind of design. It kind of reminded me of like henna designs. So I used that over a really beautiful coral, and it looked like some sort of, it reminded me of like India or something. So I really enjoyed that. And this image stamped perfectly with both stamper heads. So let's start off with maybe this really interesting, like, here, we'll zoom in a little bit. This really interesting, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of seashells, but it's a weird little line design. And of course we're going to be using black, and this is so thin, like it doesn't feel too deep, so I think I'm going to try using the Conad stamper before I venture off to the Creative Shop one. So if you can kind of see this, it did okay, but it kind of bled out a little bit, like on the edges and stuff, which means to me that it was probably like the image is too deep and the stamper head is too hard for this image. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the other stamper head. Picked up beautifully, and it's stamped beautifully. Whoa, look at that. Oh, it looks there's just a teeny nick in there. That was probably user error though, because the rest of the image looks absolutely beautiful. And let's go ahead and try an image from the back side of it. And let's see about, there's like this really pretty lacy design right there. Stamped beautifully, oh my god. Woo! Oh my god, look at that. Look at how that's stamped. I am quite pleased. So I'm just going to continue using the Creative Shop stamper instead of the Conad one, just because this one is probably the most effective for plates like these. Alright, so now I'm going to test this plate, which has some more geometric designs. I'm really interested in like these triangle designs. I feel like these would be really beautiful for like kind of half moon manicures or something. So we're going to try one of those because I'm really interested. Picked up beautifully. And it's stamped almost perfectly. If you can kind of see in the tip of the triangle right there, there's a little bald spot. So I'm going to go ahead and try that image again and see if that was my mistake or what was that. Picked up and stamped pretty perfectly. So yeah, that first time must have just been my error, because sometimes that happens with stamping. All right. Now we're going to flip it over to the other side, and let's try, these kind of like diamond, zoom in for you guys. Do you see these like diamondy different shapes? Like there's the actual diamonds, and then there's like arrows and stuff that are kind of in that, I don't know how to just explain it. You guys can tell. So we're going to go ahead and like try and stamp that corner of interesting designs there, gem-like designs, jewel cut, however you want to say it. Woo, look at how that picked up, so pretty. And it's stamped perfect, oh my god. I am very, very, very pleased. Can you guys see the quality there? Like, oh my god. So, ignore that they're still messy. In terms of the stamping plates, I am extremely pleased. I love that they're double-sided. I love that the images are very, very deep, well etched, very clean. They stamp perfectly. I just really, really love these plates. I love that they're the big rectangular kind. Oh, and I love that they have the individual nail designs, which I tend to go for more of these, but it also gives you the option to do the kind of buffet style, more creative side of it. So I am very, very, very pleased with these designs, or these plates and the designs. I just really, really like these stamping plates, and I love the mat too. Alright guys, so I think that that's just about everything I have to say about the Ejiubas brand stuff that I tried. I really enjoyed the mat. I think I'm always going to be using this underneath every single nail art design that I do, just because it's a great area, work area, and then obviously it has tons of different options for all your different creative needs. I love that it comes in this case. Very handy little case. I can actually keep the stamping plates in this case as well, which I might end up doing. The plates were beautiful, amazing, stamped perfectly, double-sided, amazing. So I give this brand 2 thumbs up, or whatever. I don't know which, oh, this way for you guys. It's kind of upside down for me, I apologize. But yeah, I really enjoyed the products that I tried. I encourage you to give Ejiubas a try if you liked anything that you saw today. Thank you to Ejiubas for sending me these products to try out for you guys. But also realize that I'm always honest with you. I would never lie to you. And excuse my phone. Goodness, I've been getting lots of calls today. So yeah. I really enjoy this brand. Check the description bar for all the necessary links and everything. And I hope you guys are having a fabulous day, and I will talk to you later. Bye!